Hi everyone, this is your Dr. Bikla Venu. In this session, I'm going to tell you some tips and tricks to crack competitive examinations. However, I'm going to emphasize more on ECET examination. And these are the contents of this video. First, I'm going to give you the meaning of the target. Then I'm going to tell you what is competitiveness, what is competence. Then I will tell you what is the global scenario of the competition. Then I will tell you the difference between competitiveness and competence. Then I move forward to discuss the ESET mark strategy. Then I will tell you some steps, 10 steps plan to prepare ESET examination, 10-step strategy to succeed in ESET examination. I will tell you then strategy to attempt ESET question paper in examination. Then the meaning of the target is something that you are trying to achieve with specific outcome. Keeping some outcome in our mind, we're doing something to get the specific outcome is called the target. Then in other words, with respect to the students, more number of people are going to try to achieve something. Now, when it comes to the competitiveness is something like having the strong desire to be more successful than others. In this case, the second person, you are compared with the second person. That means your performance will be compared with the second person, how successful you are with respect to the others. This is called the competitiveness. So in other words, the quality of being as good as better than others. This can also be defined in this way. How your performance is better when compared with others. That is called the competitiveness. Then strong desire to be more successful than others is called the competitiveness. In other words, a quality of being as good as better than others. Then when it comes to the competence, competence is to do something successfully or efficiently. If you do some work, if you complete a work successfully and efficiently, that is called the competence. So competence is something to meet, the competitiveness. That means it is something to meet the competitiveness. We require the competence. So competence means the ability to do or to stay in the market, do have capability to stay in the competition. In other words, we can also, so if you want to meet the competition, we must require the competence. So competence is required to meet the competition. In other words, we can say like that. So competence, then how do you get the competence? Competence require the knowledge, competence requires attitude, competence also require the ability to meet the success, then ability, we must require the proper behavior. We must also acquire the experience to meet the competition. So then what exactly the competition in the global scenario? In the global scenario, competition means, example, you take a business. The moment you get or you think about a business, that business is saturated. So we must think beyond the scope to stay in the market. We must require the competence to meet the competition globally. That means we need to habituate to think beyond the scope of others. Then only we can stay in the market. Then only we can stay in the global scenario. Then only we can then only we can succeed in the global competition. Then the difference between competitiveness and competence, as I said just now, to be competitive, we must build the competence. Then is competition in education is a bad thing? Yes, obvious. Whenever, if you want to do anything, it is obvious. Any business you take, any competitive examination or any activity in the globalization, you have competition. So competition, we cannot escape from the competition, but to meet the competition, we must develop, we must build the competence. This is the problem. So we must habituate to develop the competence to meet the competition. This is what we need to accept. Then what exactly the emotion? Emotion for the target. Emotion is a strong feeling and deriving from one's circumstances, mood, or relationships is called the emotion. It is deriving from the circumstances, means the situations, or from the mood, or from the relations. Like you are appearing for any of the competitive examination. Uh, you consider your parents are spending a lot of money for you, so you have some feeling in your mind. So that feeling definitely creates some emotion in your brain. Emotion means energy in motion, is called emotion. So this emotion really, if you link up with the target, because your parents are spending a lot of money because you have to serve for them after growing up, after getting the job. So you link that emotion with the target, really that will help you. Emotions may be positive or negative. We need to habituate to think and grab the positive emotions and link all those positive emotions towards the target to achieve. Then first and foremost thing, foremost thing or technique to crack any of the competitive examination is forget about the how many number of people are appearing for the examination. Think about the marks. Example, you take ECET examination. The total marks for the ECET examination is 200. Out of 200, we must try to get 185 to 190. This is what the competitive spirit, and this is what the competence. So then when it comes to the ESET marks strategy, in ESET, engineering, mathematics, physics, chemistry, we have the subjects. These are the core subjects in ESET examination. Engineering is going to carry 100 marks. Out of 100, maximum 100 marks, you try to target for 85 to 90. Then in the mathematics, the maximum marks are 50 and try for 35 to 40. It is gettable. Then in physics, out of 25, try to get 15 to 20. Whereas in the chemistry, out of 25, 20 to 23 is gettable. So if you try or if you target with this marks, what I specified in this column, uh, you will get total marks out of 200, 155 to 173. So 155 to 173, if you are able to score, definitely your rank lies between 10 to 20, maybe less than 10 also. This is what the mark strategy you have to plan while appearing for ECET examination. Out of 100, you try for 85 to 90. Out of 50, you try for 35 to 40. In mathematics, physics, out of 25, 15 to 20, physics paper will be a bit difficult to attempt. So that I am giving less marks here. Expected marks are less here, 15 to 20. Then chemistry paper will be a bit easy now, and 20 to 23 is gettable. So you try for 20 to 23. So finally you can score 155 to 173. It is gettable. Then your rank should lie between 10 to 20, or maybe less than 10 sometimes based on the highest marks. Then this is what the mark strategy. Then uh, preparation strategy is also required. In any of the competitive examination, we must plan properly. We must think about the plan. That means this strategy includes thinking about the plan and executing that plan or managing that plan. That means the strategy, in the strategy, you must think about the plan, you must execute that plan or manage the plan. This is what this strategy. So in this video, I will tell you the 10-step strategy to appear ECET examination. The first step is prepare the short memory notes, small pocket size notebooks for each subject. Example, you take for the mechanical engineering, you keep one book for one design related subjects, and you keep one book, small pocket size notebook for thermal related subject, and you keep one pocket size notebook for production related. Like this, you divide the subjects: design related, thermal related, production related, management related, and others. So take all small size pocket size notebooks, and in that you note down all the formulas in that, and whatever you feel important, you note down all the points to remember in design related, thermal related, production related, management related, whatever you feel important, you write in that notebook, small pocket size notebook, where whenever you get time, you go through and you keep all those small pocket size notebooks in your bag. Whenever you get time, just you go through as a glance. Definitely that will help you. This is the first step. Then the second step is solve as many past year question papers as possible. Take the past question papers and you solve all those question papers. Then you come to know the framing of questions and the importance of the chapters, from which chapter you are getting more questions, then you come to know. So this is very, very important step. And take the many past year question papers and solve all those papers. This will improve your confidence level. Then the third step is you should try to appear for the mock tests, online mock tests, which are available online. And you go to the website, there are different websites available in the online. Just you search for the mock tests and appear as many mock tests as possible. With this, you come to know how to manage the time in the real examination. This is really helpful in the real examination. Then the fourth step is refer different textbook. Instead of referring single textbook, you try to refer different textbooks. Example, I will tell you in engineering, we have for the mechanicals, R.S. Kurmi is one of the objective type book, and R.K. Jain is one of the book, Objective Mechanical Engineering by Jain and Jain. First you prepare R.S. Kurmi, then you prepare R.K. Jain, then you have Rajput, and prepare as different textbooks as possible, because in engineering, the concept is, I mean, one person is going to explain the concept in one angle, the other person is going to explain the same content in different incline. We need to come to know the different inclinations, different understandings when you read different textbooks. This is very, very important. Then for the mathematics, Deepthi Anjaneyulu and Singej, I suggest for the mathematics. Then for the step 5, and the priority of the subjects for ESET, we have different subjects. Engineering, we have mathematics, we have physics, we have chemistry, we have, but what should be focused more and what should be focused less? This is what the priority. The first priority should be given to the engineering subjects in ESET. The first priority, this carries, the engineering subjects are going to carry 100 marks, so that we need to focus more on engineering subjects. So for the mechanicals students, I think first you focus on thermal related subjects, thermal engineering 1 and 2, then heat power engineering, then hydraulics and hydraulic missions, and R&AC, refrigeration, air conditioning. These are the first in engineering. Also, the thermal related subjects should be given more focus in the engineering subject. Then in the second priority in the engineering, production related subjects will also be focused more, which includes the workshop technology, manufacturing technology 1 and 2, and material science. In engineering, first we should be focused more on thermal related, then we should be focused more on the production related. Then the third, we need to be focused on design related subjects, DME 1 and 2, strength of materials, and engineering mechanics. Then fourth priority in engineering subjects is management related subject, which includes the IME, industrial engineering, and estimation and costing. These are the engineering subjects. Engineering subjects will be given first priority, in which if you are a mechanical student, thermal will be first priority, then the production, then the priority comes to the design, then finally management related subject. So after the first priority of the engineering subject, then the second priority, for the MPC. So engineering will be focused first, Then when it comes to the mathematics, physics and chemistry, chemistry will be given first priority. First priority will be given to the chemistry. I suggest you to prepare Errorless Volume 1 and 2. This is a very good book, Errorless Volume 1 and 2, which covers all the syllabus of the ESET. Then for the mathematics, so first priority in MPC, first priority will be given to the chemistry. Then the second priority will be given to the mathematics. I, for the mathematics, I suggest you Deepthi Publications, and the author is Anjaneya. Then we have other textbook, that is Cengage also you can prepare. That is also a very good book for the mathematics. Of course, it may be IIT level, IIT JEE mains and advanced level, of course, which is extremely useful book for the mathematics also. Then the third priority in MPC is physics. I suggest you the H.C. Verma Volume 1 and 2, which covers all the syllabus of the ESET in very good depth it is having. I mean, this H.C. Verma Volume 1 and 2 is more than enough for the ESET. I suggest H.C. Verma Volume 1 and 2. Then I repeat this, engineering will be given the first priority. In MPC, chemistry will be the top priority, then mathematics, then finally physics. Then for the step 6, devote more on revision. So in engineering, as I said with you, engineering, when you go on repeat the subject, the concept you will become strong. I mean, you will get different concept. If you go on read number of times, you understand the content in different angle. So you will get more depth to, I mean, more concept you will get in your brain. So devote more on revision at the end or close to the exam date. So do not read or start new topic at the last minute. Really, that creates panic in your brain. Do not read or start any new topic. Please revise the topic at the end or close to the examination date. Then the 7th step is don't be panic. Most importantly, be calm. Do not avoid as much talking as possible, and avoid arguments with your friends, with your family, buddy. Then the 8th step is try to get the concept when you read the content. So try to get the concept instead of remembering the content as it is. If you link the concept, if you understand or if you read any content, if you are able to understand the concept, that will stay long time in your brain. So focus more on concept when you read any content in engineering. Engineering, every content is having some concept. You try to get that concept. If you have concept, you don't forget that topic. It will stay long time in your brain. This is what I suggest. Then in the 9th step, away from the social media. So avoid the social media like WhatsApp, Facebook, and Twitter. So avoid, I mean, keep distance for this time, for the sake of being, for this examination, for the time being, please stay away from the social media. Really, you will be free from the stress, and sleep at least 7 to 8 hours in a day. This is what you require, 7 to 8 hours in a day. And you must try to improve the positive attitude. Don't think the negative, I mean, emotions. Don't try to bring the negative things which will really disturb your brain. Avoid thinking negative, I mean, aspects in your brain. The final and 10th step, but not least, to attempt the ESET examination paper in the examination hall. So attempt the ESET question paper as per the following order. So in the examination, so first you should attempt engineering question paper first, then chemistry, and third mathematics, finally physics. This is the order you need to follow in the examination hall to attempt the question paper. 200 marks. So 100 marks, engineering 100 marks, you need to attempt first, chemistry 25 marks next, second, then mathematics 50, third, then finally 25 marks physics last. So engineering, chemistry, maths and physics, this is what the order you need to follow in examination while attempting. Then in examination, as I said, the first we have to attempt the 100% confident questions. Whatever you have doubt, So please keep all those aside. Later you can attempt all those questions. Second, you try to attempt. So first you take engineering. Engineering, you attempt whatever you feel, whatever you know exactly, you attempt all those questions. Whatever you know, whatever you are 100% is confident, attempt those questions. And second, whenever you are after completing the engineering paper, then you are reviewing the question paper. Second, if you have 50-50 doubt questions, second, you should attempt 50-50 questions. Then leave blank unknown questions if you have negative marking. If you don't have negative marking, you can attempt at the end of the examination. I mean, at 10 to 15 minutes at the end of the examination, you can attempt whatever is unknown to you. First, as of now, you leave all those. At the final stages, you can attempt whatever the questions which are unknown to you. 10 to 15 minutes before the end of the examination, you can attempt whatever the questions which are known to you, which are unknown to you. Of the examinations, maybe 10 to 20 minutes before the closure. So you don't have, if you don't have negative marking, so attempt the unknown questions with the same answer. You left some questions which are unknown to you. Those questions you should put same answer. So in engineering, assume that you left 10 questions which are not known to you, not at all known to you. So those 10 questions, you put same answer, like with A, B, C, or D. I suggest you C will be the most probable answer. I follow. You may follow anything. I close here now. Before closing the session, I would like to quote something: an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Invest as much as possible to gain the knowledge. Really, that will pay you the more interest. Thank you and all the best for your research. Thank you, one and all.